So it is my pleasure to kick off this morning by introducing our first speaker, the Honourable Anthony Chisholm. He's the Assistant Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry. Now, Anthony was elected to the Senate in 2016 and then re-elected in 2022 during the first term of the Albanese government. He was appointed by the Prime Minister as the Assistant Minister for Education and the Assistant Minister for Regional Development, and in July 2024 was sworn in as Assistant Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry. Following the 2025 federal election, Anthony retained his regional development and agriculture, fisheries and forestry portfolios, but was also sworn in as the Assistant Minister for Resources. Please welcome the Minister.
Thanks, Claire. It's a real pleasure to be with everyone here today. And in concerning news, I made a last-second decision to ditch my speech. So I intend to only go for a short while because I know you had Julie here yesterday, and I thought that I'll be brief because you've obviously got a really important day ahead of you. I wanted to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land in which we gather and acknowledge elders past and present and any First Nations people in the room today. I was thinking when Claire mentioned Andrew and Matt, and I was thinking if for those who've been following the news about Kyle and Jackie O, there is a vacancy in Radioland at the moment, so this might be a good addition for them to pick up, because I think they're earning about $20 million a year apparently, so I wish them all the best. But I think it's a good sign of a conference that does energise and have those sorts of things now that innovate, and I look forward to hearing the results of the debate this afternoon as well. Part of the responsibilities that I have in agriculture are around the workforce. And I was listening to Claire talk about the future, and it's obviously a good opportunity to do that because I know Julie was here yesterday, and Minister Collins and I and Hamish McIntyre from the NFF did media yesterday morning around reaching the $100 billion goal, which was obviously significant. And I thank NFF for having the vision to set that out years ago. But having achieved that, it obviously goes to now what is next. And I think that the agenda for today about future-proofing and that opportunity that comes with it is something that's really important. The best part about my job is I get to go around the country and I get to visit farms and producers all over the place. And I was in northern Tasmania last week, and whilst I'm a Queenslander, I'm the only Queenslander in my family. Everyone else in my family is from Tasmania. And I was back in Ulverston, which is where my family are from, and at a farm in Forth, which is just outside of Ulverston. And it's just amazing what is being produced there in Forth and where it goes all around the country. And that really excites me to see the innovation and how much that company has grown over recent years because of the opportunity they've got to sell to the mainland and indeed overseas at the same time. And I see a similar thing there in berries as well. So part of the responsibilities that I have are around workforce. And I know that for many of you, that is something that is really important. And it's something that we've been working on in government under Minister Watt, Minister Collins, and now myself. We've got the tripartite group that does the work, bringing everyone together. And then we want to see that as a success story around the country. So at the moment that we have 17,000 palm workers and about 10,000 people working in meat processing as well. And I see so many success stories from that. I was in Emerald last year at one of the big citrus farms there and owned by Costa. And I met a Fijian worker there who's been coming to that farm for years, and he's been able to build a great life for himself and his family back in Fiji. I think the biggest challenge in Emerald is they entered the local rugby competition and won the premiership undefeated. So they haven't necessarily endeared themselves to everyone locally, but it shows you the cultural connections they make, the fact that they want to come back year after year, and that's something that we want to build on because we know how successful that is. I speak on behalf of Minister Collins and myself that we want to see the continual growth in the industry. We know how many challenges there are, and there's no better example than what the world is confronting at the moment. Unfortunately, we can expect those challenges to continue, the international disruptions, the different decisions that governments around the world are making. But rest assured that you have a government that wants to work with you and do our best to ensure that we're representing the interest of primary producers, farmers, right across the country. I just wanted to finish with a thank you to Jared and ABARES for the work that they do. The fact that they've been in existence for so long, the fact that this is their 50th conference, I have the pleasure of doing Senate estimates, and I was talking to Jared earlier that it's very common at Senate estimates for organisations to be really questioned and put under pressure. But when ABARES come up to give evidence, they're listened to respectfully, their answers are acknowledged, and people move on. And I think that's really important for the country, that we have such a respected outfit that contributes so much to the sector, but to the broader Australian outlook as well. So this is a really important conference. It's one that obviously has a great history, but I know from the work that has undertaken yesterday and today and what the future will look like, that ABARES in this conference will play an important role of that for decades to come. I wish you all the best for today, and I really thank you for the opportunity to be here. Thanks, everyone.